Good afternoon, guys. I hope you guys are doing good. This is Frankie with Be My Guest. We have a great guest that we're going to have on today. I'm excited to bring on. We got a best-selling author who's going to share with us some great insight. You want to stay tuned to this. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring him on here. We have my man here, Milan Schwarzkopf. I believe, hopefully I said it right. If you could fix your camera a little bit so we could see you, I only see like a part of you there. Scoot over just a little bit there would be perfect, and maybe point it down a little bit if you can. There you go. Awesome. Welcome to Be My Guest. I'm glad that you were able to make it from over in the Czech Republic, and you told me earlier it's like nighttime over there. Is that right?
Late evening, yes.
Evening. Okay. Well, welcome to Be My Guest. I want you to take a moment here and introduce yourself, who you are and what you do, and we'll take it from there. Go for it.
You know, I have been working for decades as a project manager, both employee and freelancer, leading large, complex, international and global IT projects. Responsibility for huge projects and large numbers of people led me to not sleeping well at night and being overstressed in later years. I asked myself, why am I doing this? How long can I withstand this? How long do I want to withstand this? What will happen if my health deteriorates? Will I be able to live decently from the state pension? For many years, I suspected that stressful work and reliance on the state or social security pension would not provide me with enough security for a decent retirement. Also, I knew I did not prepare in advance. My health, relationships, lifestyle, and fulfillment would deteriorate in retirement. For these reasons, I have been purposefully preparing myself for decades for retirement, which I am currently in. When I retired, even when I was preparing, I discovered retirement was not an easy task at all. It was a very complex transformation, and I was basically lost. So I started to study many books on this topic, watching many webinars, doing consultations with experts, and I became a certified coach as well. And gradually I discovered my knowledge in this area is so broad that it's not described elsewhere in this complexity. So I decided to write a book, which I did. The book was published. It became bestseller this month, #1 bestseller on Amazon. It's called Living Your Best Third Act, How to Be Healthy, Wealthy, and Happy in Your Retirement. Don't make the mistakes most people do. And I am now both living my wealthy, healthy, and happy retirement, providing coaching on this topic, publishing my book, and preparing a course on this topic. I want to help as many people as possible to reach the same status.
Yeah. Now, that's a great list of things that you've accomplished. How long have you been retired?
4 years.
4 years. 4 years?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So retirement. What was the biggest achievement you've done since you've been retired that you're most proud about?
Actually, several of them. One is many of them. Improving my health, improving my relationships, finding my new life purpose. It is helping others to prepare for retirement as well. Publishing my book and becoming #1 bestseller of that book.
Wow. So bestseller of your book. What is that like, being a bestseller, becoming a bestseller? What has that brought to your life and in your world that you live in now?
Actually, I don't exaggerate the advantages of the book. Many people are buying the book, but still some of them may need my coaching. Some of them are not willing to read the full book, so I am preparing the course. So I am preparing the full portfolio of services, how to help other people to achieve their healthy, happy, and fulfilled retirement.
But what is that like, though, becoming a best-selling author? How does that change your life?
I was happy. It's a big achievement. it required hard work. I was preparing the book for nearly 3 years with many external support. So it is an achievement, yes.
Yeah, yeah. How long did that take you to put together the book and see it launched and published and then become a best-selling author? How long did you have to spend on that?
Actually, I have originally started to prepare a course. When the course was nearly done, I have met a man who persuaded me to write a book and hire him as a book writing coach. He was very good from US. We have worked together for another about 9 months, and then I published the book. So preparing the course and the book altogether took about 3.5 years.
Okay, not bad at all. So you probably, it sounds like you got started on it right when you started retiring. Is that right?
I first had to uh, reorientate myself to improve my orientation, reinvent my purpose, improve my health, and then I started to write the book. So it took me about half a year or 1 year in retirement before starting all this effort.
When you say reorientate yourself, what does that mean exactly? Can you explain that to the audience? What does that take and entail?
It is pretty well connected with my concept of the third act of life. We have only working our first act of life, 20, 25 years, going to schools, improving our qualifications, preparing for the second act of life, establishing families, working, building houses, and so on, and generally finding our life purpose in work. But one day, either you want or you must, you will leave your work. And the more you have based your uh, life purpose, your why, on your work, the harder the transition to retirement is.
Hmm.
Besides, in my case, having partially damaged my health and my relationships, which can be improved actually anytime during your life if you know how. And I have dedicated chapters on these topics in my book. Maybe the most complex task is to find your new life purpose, not based on work anymore.
Why? What did you do before you retired?
Uh, I have been a senior project manager managing big international and global IT projects in banks, mobile operators, system integrators, responsible for tens of millions of dollars, responsible for virtual teams of more than 40 people.
Oh, wow. How long did you do that for?
Sorry,
How long were you in that industry?
more than 3 decades.
Wow, 3 decades. So you, from what I'm hearing, your health deteriorated, your relationships stagnated, and probably maybe you didn't even have the time or freedom with money that you wanted. So by taking this step of not just retiring, but basically reinventing yourself, that's made a big difference so that you could actually you really enjoy life. Is that what you're saying?
Basically, yes. In my view, the financial part of preparing for retirement takes at least 15 to 20 years.
15 to
So,
20. Okay.
so I am describing how to financially prepare for retirement, basically not making some basic financial mistakes in one chapter of my book. All the other pillars can be started anytime. You can improve your health, your relationships, redefine or reinvent your life purpose actually anytime before the retirement or during the retirement. It's never too late. The sooner you start, the better, but you can do it actually anytime.
Yeah. Would you recommend someone that's wanting to prepare themselves financially for this type of retirement that they would probably want to get their purpose organized and clear in order to be motivated to do the financial part? Would that be the right order of doing things?
I would rather say the first important step is to realize the importance of retirement preparation. You can expect to spend 20, 25, 30, maybe more years in retirement, and nearly nobody is preparing for it. With the present status of medicine, if you escape from some major diseases, you can expect to live until 90 years.
Mm.
So
Now, how long does it, let me ask you this, how long does it take for someone to properly prepare financially to go into retirement the way you're talking about?
It took me about 25 years.
In your clients, you're working with your clients, how long will it take them based on the average of when you're working with them? How long does it take them to get ready?
It depends on many circumstances. You must avoid disastrous financial mistakes. You must realize the importance of this topic. You must not spend all the money you have. You must be able and willing to put some money aside and invest them very cleverly, preferably with the help of an external portfolio manager.
Mm.
And
What,
have the discipline.
let me ask you this. What's the most common mistake that people make financially that you're seeing in your experience?
Maybe the most common mistake is procrastination, postponing this topic, not realizing that this topic, although it is not that urgent, it is very important. You are still playing about 20, 30 years of your life. The third act of your life can be the best part of your life if you prepare for it well, if you manage it well. If you don't, it can be a disaster, and we can all see examples of people around us who did not manage that.
So you say procrastination of taking this serious enough where they know it needs to be urgent. They need to start working on this now. So that's the number one mistake people are making financially.
Yes, not realizing the importance.
Yeah.
Second, not starting soon enough.
Not starting soon enough.
People generally start only under pressure of circumstances or external misfortunes, and it may be too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
The third misconception is generally believing that retirement preparation is just about money. The fourth misconception, believing that transition to retirement will be very pleasant. People think, I will not have to work, deal with my boss, wake up early, or have any stress. I will have time for my hobbies, travel, garden, and children. So
okay.
they think, yep.
So what's some of the things that you unpack to help people with for them to start implementing your coaching and the strategy that you figured out for preparing for retirement? What's some of the things they can benefit from once they start working with you?
I think they should first realize the importance. Second, wanting to educate themselves. They can preferably buy my book and read at least the financial chapter, and then come back to me and ask for any questions which I was not able to cover in the book. I am ready to answer them. I am ready to go to more details than I was able to fit in the book.
Yeah, and I'm going to post right here, if I can, for those that might be watching. It looks like you're giving away a free chapter of your book. Is that right, on your website?
That's correct, but that's the introductory chapter, which emphasizes which emphasizes both the importance of this topic and puts all that into some general conception. It's not the financial chapter. It's not available for free.
Okay. Well, what I want to do is give people a little taste here of your website. I'm going to post your website right now. Tell us a little bit more about what it's like working with you. What's the process like in how you work with people? I'm going to put this banner across the bottom here or it should be anyways, across the bottom. Let's see. But tell us a little bit about what it's like to work with you in the process of that.
I would generally assume that people will get the basic information from my book and come back with some more complex questions, and I would help them to find what is the first important task or goal they want to achieve, and we would go to details on this goal.
Okay. So, but give us a couple of examples if you could, so people can get a little taste of what it's like working with you. What's some of the process? I mean, do you work once a week with people? Do you do Zoom calls? What's the experience like when working with you as their coach?
It's generally once per week and always over Zoom. Yes.
Okay. And then how long are they with you during that Zoom? Is it an hour long, a couple hours long? How does that work?
Hours, 1 hour.
1 hour.
Up to 90 minutes.
Up to 90 minutes. Okay. So once a week they're getting with you, and what do you typically cover as far as, what's the format? Are you doing a Q&A session, or are you just talking about what they need to do as far as organizing their life according to your coaching? How does that work, and what can they expect in that?
Generally in coaching, it is the client who defines. It is the client who defines the topic. So I help them discover what is most important for them at this moment, and we work on this topic. I'm not forcing them to any topic. It's not compliant with coaching.
Gotcha. So you're basically talking to them about based on what's important to them. Is that right?
Sure.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see here. You can still see me, right? Because for some reason I lost you. Let's see here. So give me 1 second here. Some technical difficulties.
I can see you. I can hear you very clearly.
Okay. For some reason I can't see you now. I don't know what happened. There you are. All right. Tell us more about where they can find the book. Is it on your website, or is it on Amazon as well?
The book is available on Amazon both as a paperback and as a ebook version.
Okay. And they can go on your website to find that, right?
Yes.
Give me 1 second here. Something's glitching out here. I don't know why.
They can go to Amazon directly as well.
There you are. Oh, there you are. One of these. Yeah, it's glitching out on me here for some reason. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link to join right back. I'm going to pause this because I can't see you for some reason on my end it's glitching out.
You also have some background noise.
Yeah, that's typical. I take that out in the recording. So I'm going to send you an email real quick or